If you have a tough and persistent inner critic, like I do, it probably pelts you with critical thoughts all day long. Here are some of the thoughts that my inner critic likes to throw at me. It says things like, "You're so behind. You don't know what you're doing. You're never going to get everything done. You are doing this totally wrong." And that is so embarrassing for you. My inner critic is basically a full on Regina George from Mean Girls. And of course, all of these thoughts don't just float through my brain without making any impact. All of these thoughts come with a feelings cocktail attached to them: tension, stress, urgency, anxiety, etc., etc. And listen, I have a lot of stuff to get done every day. So I don't have time to have a whole conversation with my brain every time one of these thoughts comes up. So here is the one word that I use to give myself a little slice of separation. The word is proposition. When my inner critic says, "You're so behind," I say, "Proposition. I'm so behind." When my inner critic says, "You don't know what you're doing," I say, "Proposition. I don't know what I'm doing." When my inner critic says, "You're never going to get everything done," I say, "Proposition. I'll never get everything done." When my inner critic says, "You're doing this totally wrong," I say, "Proposition. I'm doing this totally wrong." And when I add the word proposition in front, it helps me remember that this is a thought, not a fact. And as soon as I know that it's a thought, not a fact, I can take what my inner critic is saying less seriously. I can let go of it a little more easily. And I can look back at my inner critic with a raised eyebrow and be like, okay, and get back to work. Now, here's the next thing that people usually tell me. They say, "I get that it's a thought and not a fact, but I can't just let it go because this thought feels pretty true to me. What if my inner critic is right?" If this is you, I want you to come and talk to me, because here's the lose-lose situation that you're currently caught in. On the one hand, you don't want to let go of the self-critical thought because you're afraid that it might have a grain of truth and you don't want to let yourself off the hook or start getting sloppy. But on the other hand, these self-critical thoughts cause so much stress that you can't do your best work. You fall more behind and you can feel yourself burning out. When we talk, we are going to break this lose-lose situation. Book a call and let me show you how. You can get a sample of what it's like to work with me with free anonymized public coaching. You can book one of those calls at the link above. Or let's talk about working together in my one-on-one coaching program so you can learn how to break free from the lose-lose situation of inner criticism once and for all. The link to book a free consult call is above.